There we go.
Okay.
So nobody say anything that's still under NDA.
All right.
All right, yeah. Put in all the like. It was super easy to put in all the fonts and stuff like that. Now we can swap it out however we like.
Nice.
Yeah, it's looking pretty
Nice.
good. It's like it's like I'm really happy with how much the UI has improved over the last few weeks. Like the work
Yeah,
put in.
you did. What did you do? Like you did pretty well on this. Like I'm surprised.
Yeah, and there's like even like pause menu. We got like a lot of that is just the font, but then there's also like I basically swapped out sort of a lot of the buttons for basically a class that. So there's like an animation that plays while you're on the button, and then when you select another button, there's another anim that plays like unselected. So like it shrinks back down to its normal size and becomes mostly transparent. And then when we get an actual UI designer, they'll be able to come in and they can do whatever animation they want and make it look like whatever they want. And every button will play the same animation for when it gets selected and when it gets
Oh,
unselected.
nice.
Yeah, it looks a lot nicer. It's very subtle, but yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
It's nice and clean.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way the player UI turned out. Like the ability icons are still like not where we want to be. They're still just placeholder stuff. But like I don't like Jacques. I don't know if this is the direction you want to go though, or because it's not.
No. Well, I'll fix it all up, but like it was I had Tara do a quick pass on it, and wasn't quite what I wanted. It's gonna be more Art Nouveau-ish, like, but it's all gonna. I mean, it's gonna take all the information. I was gonna kind of make borders for it.
Sorry, you're gonna make.
Yeah, it'll look Art Nouveau, like a and Fonsa Mucha type painting. I don't know if you know who that is.
You're gonna have to explain all those words you said.
Yeah, so just out of curiosity though, like when you say Art Nouveau, is it going to be like more flat colors or with the texture?
Probably
like
with outlines, flat colors with outlines, and a motif of some kind. Like probably like perfect world, we'd have a different motif per level, obviously. But if we had the budget, but I probably will just do one. It'll probably be. I'm deciding whether it's like floral or leafy or something like that. So floral tends to look a little.
Okay, yeah, because when I think Art Nouveau, I think like French architecture. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You know that? I'm trying to think. There was like, what's Mucha's most famous?
If you look at our Discord chat, like there's the flat version of the text, and then the version that's like shaded, and the shaded version just looks so much better.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey Jeff.
Hey Jeff.
Hey.
Welcome to the Twitch stream. Wait, did I? Where did I put that? I put that somewhere. Yeah, there we go. So you can see like the flat version of the color text. It's not the same font, but it just looks so much better. I find with a bit of a gradient on it. For the colored stuff that like pops out to be like, oh well, what's the important thing in this sentence? Oh, and I'll go back to the main menu because I did a bit of work on that today with sort of the background and the lighting a bit, so it's not so blown out. I think it's still a bit bright because there's some skin tones that we have that are just like, no matter what, they just get blown out. It seems like. I don't know if anybody's actually that white.
No, probably not.
So the font didn't go to these tooltips. Is that a thing we should write down?
Those are just screens, right? No, I don't think so. That's
no. Those are screens, and that text is localizable. But yeah, I guess write it down. I don't know if it's something I'm going to tackle right away.
You know, I do have a makeshift logo I can throw in there. I did sort of make kind of one.
Oh, for this? So, oh yeah, cool.
I mean, I love it. We're probably going to hire someone to do it for us, but it's there.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably better than that by a little bit.
Yeah, pass on all this stuff to make it a little less like programmer art, but definitely helps a lot. What do I usually do? All right, I'll do green and fire. Doesn't make sense, but whatever.
Green fire, like hellfire.
Exactly, like like the dragon's fire or whatever that stuff from Game of Thrones.
Wildfire.
Wildfire? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? What you can put something in fire to make it green, can't you?
Copper.
Copper? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. Well, that's what all the fireworks are, right? It's just different metals that they put in to make them burn different colors.
Mm-hmm. Delicious heavy metals to breathe in.
that's the upgrade. Is like if you get green fire, then you just poison everybody around you. It makes sense, right? Because green is poison.
They have green fire for all kinds of things. Isn't Spawn's hand green? Like a green fire?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, his eyes are definitely like green fire. I can't remember if his hand.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so I'm just running through, and I'll just run up so I can get some dialogue so we can look at how stuff pops up.
Were you gonna say something, Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh.
What happened?
When you said stuff to breathe in, I was just gonna say that's a tomorrow Phil problem. Fireworks today, thank you.
Yeah.
Fireworks today, lung problems tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, all your friends pop up in green. Then locations pop up in yellow. So anytime you're watching it, because it's kind of like Wind Waker, where it's just the important information is just colored.
Yeah.
But, that's all I really wanted to show. I guess I wanted to. Yeah. Let's go down to the dojo. I'll just finish this really quick. Actually, something I'll have to double check because for some reason I thought I started a new character.
You already have a weapon, yeah.
Yeah. I have to double check that.
Whoa!
Run away!
Oh yeah, so I can read the tutorials. Oh yeah, blue is inputs. And then light blue is abilities.
Okay. Oh, 3 damage. Did you nerf a bunch of stuff?
Ow! Oh god, I'm almost dead.
Run away!
I think it's just because I'm like starting at level 0 or level 1. So.
Okay.
Should be. I gotta look at that fight because I think it takes too much to kill the guy right now, but he's like set at the lowest possible level. But I do still want you to fight like a big guy when you're fighting your first guy. But you can also, like, I added like a little railing in there you can hide behind, so it's like if you want to, but it just takes a while. All right, yeah. So red is obviously for enemies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and so like sort of orangey gold, like I don't know. There's a lot of colors right now. Orangey gold is sort of the like quest item stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll have to start thinking like these are obviously just the things I first thought of, but we'll want stuff to like sort of match and be consistent. And like I don't know if we want to do anything with the in-world stuff that sort of matches those colors or that color scheme.
Oh yeah, so like the locations and then the arrow telling you where to go should be the same color kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like so when I do combo, it shows like I change the text color to match the ability.
Right.
What the abilities look like. So in this, like, okay, so 1,000 pokes, and I changed this a bit so like the controller's more facing the camera directly, and when you walk away, it disappears.
Yeah, that's actually a little better. I like that a lot more.
Yeah.
And I added like so there's particle effects and audio for like when you hit the like because you don't actually the dummy doesn't react if you're not doing the right attack. If you do the right attack, do the right attack, it'll show you the damage. You can see a little particle effect pop up above its head, and there's an audio thing too. But I'm not sure if you guys could hear that right now.
No, I don't think we can.
No, not really.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And what else have I worked on?
Oh, we actually have a concept for these. Looking pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, that came in. Oh right, yeah. Sorry, I thought it was Inanna for some reason. I'll go back to the gym because the thing I was just working on today was the dodge. So I've been doing work on that recently. It went from being like 100% animation driven and just like you'd like dodge straight and then drop it as soon as the animation finished. But I've been working on it so like I made it so it's like you start falling basically as soon as you do the dodge, but you are falling at like a straight angle because you didn't have any air friction. So I added some air friction so it looks like a more natural arc when you're falling. I'll jump into Dungeon Builder to show that.
Air friction, damn.
Yeah. And then I cranked up the ground friction when it finishes, so you don't like just so if you want to stop, you can kind of stop on a dime after the dodge, but if you want to keep running, I give you control back, so depending on what you do with the stick, you can either basically stop dead or just keep going at a full sprint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll build a little thing to test that out now. Or I think I had something to test that out. That's what I was doing just before the stream started, so. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I was testing out the distances you can still jump and stuff like that, so like 2 meters, so basically I'll do it on flat ground first, so if I'm standing still and I dodge, I basically stop as soon as I hit the ground.
Oh.
But if I keep running, then I'll just keep going.
That does look a lot better.
Yeah. And I broke up the dodge animation, so it's 2 parts now. Basically, one part plays until you hit the ground, so it just like stops like that. Then, yeah.
Oh, cool. Like flying squirrel move.
Yeah. We'll need to break it up into 3 parts, because like basically, there should be the start, the middle, and the end. So like the start will play, and then like because you can kind of tell when it stops, so we'll want it to keep tilting a bit until you hit the ground.
The body mechanics looks a bit strange. We'll probably have an animator look at it.
Oh yeah,
when we have time.
When we get an animator. And then the other thing, so like if I'm dodging, so I can like stop on a dime and not go off the edge, but if I'm running, I can like run over the edge. And same distances work, so I can jump over about a 3 meter gap, but I can't do 4 meters.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll probably tweak that as well as we go. So like, I guess part of it might be the animations. We'll just play a different animation if you do a dead stop versus like if you're doing running. Yeah. And that should still work. All the stuff I changed should still work, so you can dodge over switches. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. So now we can get our switch level. 4-player switch level where they all have to be pressed in order to open the door.
Or no, you have to get through an entire room without touching a single switch.
Like they're traps.
Yeah.
Or
I'll turn on the fire.
I was thinking more along the lines of the annoying Mario one, where all of them have to be pressed, but then you have cannons shooting at you, and then you have 4 players that have to coordinate this.
Well, that would be pretty hard to coordinate in our game. Especially Ed Test. Because we have to have like a verification program or a system.
Oh, that's the first one I'm gonna make.
Okay.
All these annoying co-op 4-player ones that are just more and more difficult as the more people you have.
Alright, and that'll be off by default. And this one's off by default. So now when I go... Ah! I love that. And yeah, I think you can almost walk through the net. Or, yeah, but I think that's good enough. Anyway.
And then you dodge over. Whoa!
Yep. Got nothing.
Cool. And then when there's multiplayer, you can just burn each other when they're trying to jump.
You just stand there.
Yeah.
The thing is, yeah, because I don't know, I might want to retool this. But I don't know, because like basically, I don't have 2 players right now, but because what'll happen, I guess I can show you with the sticky stuff, right? The sticky version of the Switch.
Oh yeah, when one's on, it'll turn off.
Yeah, as soon as one goes in, so like when anyone goes on, it turns it on, but when anyone also goes off, it'll turn it off. So as soon as any of them get set to off, then the off event gets set, and then
it's just a toggle, right?
Yeah. There is, because I might be able to work around that. Because basically, if I just add a counter, so it's like this is on, so it gets sent an on event, and then the counter gets sent to 1, and then an off event de-increments it, so that would set it back to 0. So then here it would get set to 1, here it would get set to 2, and then here it would get set back to 1, so it'd still be on. So that's doable.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's totally doable. Something else I'm kind of wondering, like, okay, Phil, you're like my primary guy that's built a bunch of puzzles in this. So, if, like, how would you expect this to work? So you add a pressure plate, and you hook it up to the door, and then you add another pressure plate, and hook that up to the door.
They both open the door?
So they both open the door, or should it be you have to get all of them?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. I guess, actually... Yeah, because I'm wondering... Because I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I could... So I could link to doors, and then I could say... Because right now there's on, off, or sticky.
Well, like what you're saying, like, with the incrementing... yeah, each of them could just increment by 1 when you flip it.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the number, it opens the doors.
Yeah. No, well that part is not too difficult to program, but I'm wondering if like that should be the default that you have to step on all of them, or any of them should work, or you should be able to toggle between.
Yeah. What do you mean toggle between? Oh, like both those options.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, okay, so you link it to the door, and then maybe when you link a second one to the door... another one, and then maybe when you link a second one to the door, then you have another option that's like link, I don't, like, yeah, would it be on X? Would it be on Y?
The thing is, like, what is the purpose of having 2 buttons that open the door?
Oh, well, you could make something where it's like, oh, you have so you have 2 buttons, and I guess, yeah, it's kind of difficult because like with multiple players, it can kind of mess it up. But you could have one scenario where like the only way to open the door is step on both, and then there's a block you have to get from one to the other.
No, yeah, that makes sense. But like, why have 2 buttons that open the door where you don't have to push them both?
Because, Phil, one of them always lies and one of them always tells the truth. We've seen this movie.
Okay, yeah. Like, why? Okay, yeah. So why just have multiple buttons? Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because there's
like if you're gonna have
like,
2 buttons, there
the only
options for opening it. You should have to step on both of them.
The only scenario I can think of is like if somehow like you break the puzzle and you can't get to the switch, you'd have like a backup one somewhere to open the door.
Yeah.
Like if your pathway burns up or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to do that though, because then that could lead to a lot of sort of misdirects where it's like, oh, there's this one that's basically impossible to get to, and that's what the one everybody tries to go for, but then actually the real one is like somebody just set up some blocks like this.
Yeah, and hit it in the corner.
Yeah, or they could just hide it behind a block, right? Like they stack blocks like that and then put it like right there.
Yeah, so that's the only scenario I can think of where you would like have the need for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, so you'll be able to see that when you walk around it.
True. Well, yeah, that's... let's see if I...
Like, just enter the room and then, like, check and see if you can see it when you're running around.
To stack it up as high as I can. Oh, yeah.
There you go. It is really hidden, though.
Yeah.
Shoot. Is stuff like that going to be intentional then?
Sorry?
You want to have hidden stuff like that?
Well, I mean, like, there's, like, that's. I don't think we want to do stuff that's like encourages that, but I mean, players can build stuff like that.
Yeah.
We can't
But
just
I mean,
be like, well, like I wouldn't put a
I
limiter in that's like, oh, you're not allowed to place anything this distance
yeah, but
behind a
there's
block.
stuff you can do with kind of like the UI to sort of show that there's something behind there. If we want, if we don't want that to happen, you know what I mean? Like if we want to be able to stack three things like a tower on top. It's something that we might have to consider doing with those falling boulder slides.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want the player to know where certain switches or even have precision with them, we could probably do something where you can. It becomes invisible or something as.
Oh, like yeah, some kind of transparency.
Yeah, like we have on the walls right now. I don't know if you guys can see, but like, yeah, that's another thing I added. See the
cool.
walls.
Very cool.
Yeah. That's I wouldn't do that for things in the
You
dungeon.
wouldn't?
Like maybe on the thing that drops the boulders.
Yeah.
Let me try and put one of those in.
No, I meant on the the ramps though. If you were to put ramps all over a bunch of stuff, like over the entire floor where you can't see much of the floor, maybe it'd be a good idea for us to.
Like these kind of ramps?
No,
the
the
stairs?
slide things.
All slides.
Oh, the slides. Like if you put those. Ah, yeah.
Like if you just cover the entire map with it, which I guess you theoretically could do, you could basically see none of the floor. So maybe we need to come up with some kind of a system, or
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind putting it on those. Well, the thing though too is like I don't know, maybe.
The other thing I could maybe do is instead of making those big concrete slides, maybe I could just make it a very light rail that you can always see through.
Oh yeah, like a modern roller coaster.
Yeah.
Or like a pinball with the 3 bits.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not. It wouldn't be sexy to have it like that, but I mean, it'd be better than not occluding the entire level, though. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, just put some holes in it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, we can. Because I can put on a similar shader to what I have on the walls, but then if it's high up, it'll just disappear all the time, right?
Yeah. So I think maybe it'd be best if I made that like a very transparent, well, just like a very thin rail type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see it, you understand it, but it doesn't block it's not a big, bulky, blocky thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like wooden rafters.
Yeah, wooden rafters or, I don't know.
Yeah, then we can make it flammable.
Not everything has to burn, Bjorn.
I mean, if it's wood, it should.
Well, we can make it flammable, yeah.
Maybe
I don't mind making it
flammable. Maybe you should make the dungeon walls wooden, and then when you beat the boss,
the walls burn down.
you gotta run out.
Oh, it was a load-bearing boss.
Yeah. If the walls are wooden, they should be able to burn.
Yeah, well, the doors are wooden too. I guess you
Exactly.
should have to burn those. You don't need to solve a puzzle. You can just actually. I don't think you could actually burn them because nothing could get fire to them because there's a physics blocker. Yeah, let's try it. All right, so put in a block. Put this thing on top. Oh, doesn't need to be timed.
It won't work It won't work anyway, will it?
No, it wouldn't work anyway, but it's not going to get close enough. Whoops. Yeah, it's just it wouldn't be able to get close enough because of the physics blocker. Ow. That's pretty funny because like if you hit this and it hit a bunch of your friends as it went along. Ow.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to retool a lot of stuff when you like start testing the multiplayer.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is I don't know if I want to support multiplayer in the test map or in this mode. I think I just limit it to single player, at least for this game. Maybe like sequel, we get more funding and stuff like that, and it does well. Sure. Right now, I'm like, the thing is, honestly, like, if we can't afford to get a programmer, I don't know if, like, I'm not suited to set up all the online networking and stuff like that. So it would be local co-op only, and it would be, you wouldn't be able to share the stuff with me. You have to share your save files or something.
Wow, got an art bug. Boulder should be designed to be see-through. Oh, while we're kind of at this, Bjorn, I have a quick question, because I was struggling a bit with the wall and the door. Now that you have the dungeon open right now.
Okay.
Where's
like this
the
door
from the wall? Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know how there's, like, when you, at the end of the, like, at the very top of the screen? How much space is that?
How much space is that?
Yeah, that little gap.
That little gap? Okay, so the gap, there's... I don't know how thick the door is, but there's the piece below the door is 2.5 meters.
2.5 meters away from the door. Okay, so...
Yeah, so the door is roughly at least 2 meters away from the end of the room.
Okay, so then basically the door should be 7.5.
Yeah.
At 7.5, but it should be about... Okay.
7.5 wide or deep, or what are you talking about?
7.5. Each door should be about... Oh, wait. 2.2 minus 2.25.
Wait,
about
what
2.25.
What
the doors are
the
like
width
5 meters
or
wide.
the width or the height or the depth?
No,
What are you talking about?
Well, the thing is like, it would be... I guess it would be 2.2... Wait a second. Hold on a sec.
Just tell me what you're doing, and I'll do the math, Jacques. Just tell me. I could do the math really easily for you.
If I were to... Like, when you open the door, does the door completely... Like, is it... Oh,
the door shouldn't go into the room. But...
It shouldn't go into the room? Okay.
We talked about this before, though. The doors will just, like, pop out of the walls, or, like, they'll drop down into the floor or something like that. We won't make them open into the room. It'll be easier.
Yeah, okay, that'll make it easier.
Yeah. They'll go into the walls, like Star Trek doors?
Yeah, or, like, pop up, or we could even... Because if we put the same shader as we have on the walls, we could just make them pop up, and they could be, like, a portcullis.
Oh,
and then they just kind of disappear when they go.
You know that Zelda does that, right? They just put like rails on the doors, like cages on the doors, and then when you finish the boss, the cage just lifts up or goes into the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for those battle rooms where you can't get out until it's finished.
Or the puzzle rooms, pretty much all the rooms, yeah. So
so we'll just do a portcullis. Because in the dungeons, these doors don't close. So yeah, they'll just go up, and we'll throw on the same shaders so they just fade out as they go up. And then you just see, like, the tips of the bottom.
Yeah.
Should be cool.
Yeah, that's actually sounds better. Then I could probably do something a bit more with, like, the lip of the door, of each doorway, I guess. Because I made a lip, and it kind of ended at the wall for each door, but the thing is, if it's going to be like that, they could actually make something a bit more elaborate that goes into the hallway.
Yeah. I'll go down into the dungeon builder and see. So, not the one with the raft. Oh, and I made it so these actually fit properly in now. Because it used to be like if you picked up a combat one and then made adjustments and placed it back down, it would be like offset. And then these ones didn't fit. The 2x2 ones didn't actually fit properly in the grid before. There was like a little space on the left and right, but now they actually fit properly into the grid. And you can still like place them overlapping and stuff like that.
Clever. Nice.
I'll need to change the background on the filter stuff though, because there's like they probably don't need the black background. I can probably get rid of that. Anyway, let's jump down into here. Ooh. Okay, so this is because you made like the lip. Oh, should we put the lip in the hallway? Is that missing?
Yeah, it's well, I didn't do the hallway yet. I made the lip. I haven't implemented it yet though.
Okay, if the mesh exists, I can throw it in. Or is it not
does.
It's not in the engine yet.
Well, no, it is, but I'll implement AI. I guess I'll put it in with the hallway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I can put it in if you don't have time. Like, just send me the name of the mesh, and I'll just throw it in.
Sure. What did I name it? Oh God, I'm right now.
I got.
It's one
I
of
fixed
those.
another
I think
little
it's
bug. There's a weird thing with the water where, like, because if you fall in the water, you basically get teleported. You lose a little bit of health and get teleported back to where you last were. But there was a bug where on the raft dipped down far enough that it'd be like, oh, you're underwater. Time to take some damage and teleport you back to, exactly where you are.
You just die.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, actually, I don't think you can die from it. I think you, like, it caps out, or it stops damaging you after you're at, like, 10% health. This is funny. Die! Haha! Stealth takedown. Oh, I didn't get the stealth successful reward. So let's try that again. To make sure, I guess I can just give you the stealth successful if you kill the guy, and... Or did I unlock? Oh, I have the dodge shoot now, too. What? Okay, so if I just sneak past... Boom! Stealth successful.
Nice.
Yeah, I should basically... I don't know, should I call it stealth successful if you kill the guy without starting combat? Or should I call it something else?
Stealth takedown or something? Stealth
takedown.
kill?
Yeah, that's good. Stealth takedown.
Is there a word for that? I feel like there's a gamey word for it.
Yeah, I mean, takedown's fine.
Oh, backstab damage? Like something like that?
Yeah, visceral attack. It's really... Because I would rather just... In terms of the thing we're calling out and celebrating, I'd rather just say, okay, yeah, you bypassed... Something that celebrates you bypassing the combat, rather than, like, killing something.
Pacifist.
Yes. Alright, let's see this frog in action. Or wait, no, it's the cat.
Uh-oh.
Look out. He looks angry.
We're pretty well. He's,
No, he doesn't
waiting.
look angry at all.
He doesn't look, oh god!
There he goes.
Oh yeah, I tweaked. I gotta change the start of the combat because he doesn't do anything for the first 10 seconds. Because I needed to add a delay in. So there's a 10-second delay between him calling in backup and doing the freeze ability, which I'll let him hit me with. Probably. Oh no, I have plenty of health. So he uses the freeze ability. I'm frozen for a few seconds. Then he just hits me with his ice beam, and I'm frozen, so I can't do anything. Yeah. And so basically I needed a window of opportunity for you to come out, hit the button, but then also you can actually hide now, and if you're hidden behind like a block or something, the time stop ability, time stop, for some reason, time stop is blocked by line of sight. Who would have thought?
Please never change that cat.
We sent somebody to GDC one year. We sent someone to GDC one year and we tried to convince them to like wear, or we considered printing that cat on a t-shirt for her. Just like boss cat. Like, yeah, this is one of the bosses in her game. Oh god.
Amazing.
I love it when he ducks the rock.
Yeah. So funny.
Because Jeff, one of his attacks, like his head ducks slightly, just because of part of like the animation or something.
Yeah.
He was like showing me how it's gonna attack and stuff, and he just ducked. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, it's shooting lasers.
Yeah.
When he shoots lasers, he ducks the one dodges the fucking rocks. So funny.
Yeah. And it just goes over his head.
It's based on my cat. When my cat shoots lasers, he ducks.
Oh, nice.
Drawing from real life, yeah.
I also love there's no hit registration, so
Oh yeah,
when
he
you're
doesn't
hitting
get
with these boulders, he's unfazed.
Yeah. Oh god, he killed me.
The cat
Nice.
is not impressed.
No.
Maybe if you need the delay, and you'll just be like in a nap position.
Yeah, he'll be sleeping or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Oh, he doesn't
Still hit him.
duck it anymore. Still
He
hits
still
him.
ducked, but it hit him in the back. We can change the collision. But show you, I don't know. Did I show you guys the extra swipe that the frog does now?
I
No.
don't think so.
Because yeah, he does extra swipes while he swallowed you down. What? There we go.
This is the final model, by the way.
This is
Yeah,
all of our
if you-
bosses look like that, Jeff.
Yeah, it's premium.
Nice.
Ooh, and I think the camera's busted again. Like zoomed way out. Nope.
Yeah, why is it zoomed so far out?
I don't know. It's something about it getting reset. Like
Oh, after a boss
Maybe-
fight or something?
yeah. I think either after a boss fight or when I die during a boss fight, maybe. Okay, so he swallowed me now, and then he does a couple
I
of
write
swipes.
that down.
Yeah, sure. And then spits me
Camera
back out.
busted after.
Boss fights.
And I
Dying
increase
in
the
boss.
duration of the for how long the fog stays gone. It's all less annoying now. It used to, I thought it was 45 seconds. It only used to stay gone for like 10 seconds and then would come back. So annoying because it's like, what's the point of even doing this? Yeah, and this because the camera should be zoomed way in right now. Like you should be taking up half the screen.
Yeah.
Mm,
And then now it zooms out when he jumps around. But... Oh,
I don't see his shadow anymore.
no.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, you should see his shadow.
I don't
Yep.
see it.
Shadow.
Mm.
It used to be that little star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something that burned out the lighting during the cat fight, and I think that's when it all broke. There was something that happened there. I'll have to look
Could
into
be,
it.
though it's technically
What am I
not
doing?
lighting, right? It's a thing Bruno made.
No, but what I mean was I think there was some. Oh yeah, you're right. It is lighting. Yeah, the enemies have shadows on them right now too. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, they have shadows.
oh god, this floor is not meant for
For this layout.
combat. It's just
Yeah.
it's so noisy and messy to look at.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
one for boss fights. Because all the boss fights should have the same layout, and it's basically just to make sure you get funneled through the boss.
Yeah.
To get through the room, to get from any entrance to any other entrance.
Mm-hmm. We'll get there eventually. We'll make a unique boss layout.
Heavy opal helmet.
Yeah.
Yay.
Piece of equipment.
Mhm. Yeah, it's still zoomed out way too far.
Uh-huh.
Wonder if here, because that'll be the right distance. Yeah, no, just zoom way out. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want? Can somebody write that down?
What?
The camera thing. I'll try and take.
Yeah,
it
I did camera busted after dying in a boss fight.
Yeah,
Sure,
it's
this
either
would be right.
that. Yeah, it might be. It could be one of several things because I think I died and then I exited the dungeon using the debug go back to shop thing. So it's either dying after a boss fight or actually it might make sense if it was in a boss fight. Well,
Then
I'll look
exited
into it
using
and see
debug
exactly
tool.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one or the other, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, I got a whole stash of new textures for like floors and walls and things like that. So we'll put those in. But I have to make that master material, I think.
Yeah, we'll want to do that. Do you want me to try throwing in like I'll go through our database and see if we have anything that could pass as a portcullis, and I can throw that in.
Sorry, what did you say?
Sorry?
What did you say?
I can go through the database and basically look for anything that might be that we could use as a portcullis and just throw the proper material thing on that, and then we can put that in the dungeons.
I'm okay with just leaving it because then it forces me to actually do something with it.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Sure.
Because it looks like it's unfinished, and I kind of like that because that means I'll have to get to it. If it looks semi-finished, then it means I might forget.
All right.
Oh, it won't be a priority yet.
Like the water pillar.
Yeah. Giant sci-fi water pillar. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. It looks like a big wang. It's like all squished too.
Yeah. it's just scaling it.
Oh yes, the element of water. Wolves are well known for being in water.
We gotta. I guess we'll figure out what we're doing, what kind of statue it's gonna be later, or at some point.
Just be one of those like statues of the little kid and he's peeing.
Yeah.
You won't have to change the water.
I think it'll be a fish, though.
And
it'll be a fish, so
it'll be a massive flood.
It'll be like a Mushu-looking dragon for the fire. It'll be I think it'll be like a little sumo boy for the wind. Yeah, some stuff like that, or some other animal that. Yeah, I think fish and water makes sense. It'll probably be like a fishy thingy, spewing water.
Yeah, I mean that makes most sense.
Yeah.
Maybe for the wind, it'll be like a bird flapping thing. I don't really want to show animation though. Just a statue of a
bird spitting really fast like a propeller.
Sumo wrestler bent over, farting.
Farting. I like that idea of the one that drops the stones being a bird laying an egg.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh man. Okay, so I gotta figure out. Could you take a note about? I can't attach this gear to this platform. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I wanted to try the turbine thing, so let's do this.
This is the final stream before election day.
Yep.
Oof.
And my
daughter's
daughter's
I want to say
birthday.
get out and vote, but we're all Canadian, so.
Yeah.
Don't vote. That's illegal.
It's never stopped me before.
Oh, what? Okay, something weird's going on with the
gears.
I can't link. I'm not allowed to link.
That's weird. Is it floating in the air or something?
I don't think.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It is floating in the air.
Gears can't link. Gears can't link WTF.
Yeah, definitely should be able to link that. What about this thing? Can I link that? Nope, can't link that either. Okay.
Can you delete it?
That? Yeah.
Is it just that one gear, or is it all gears?
I'd imagine. Snap to the ground. Oh wait, these are all the same gear. I'll do one like that, one like this, one like this. I'll see. So I think I can link. It looks like I can link gears to other gears. But can't link the steps. Oh no!
Oh, that one links.
That links. Yeah. Okay.
It's just that one. That one won't go.
No, that. Yeah. Okay. Let's say. Maybe it's just the collision I need to mess around with.
Something about the height.
Because like I couldn't. Yeah, because I couldn't link that one before. Yeah. Link. Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
That one's just messed up for some reason. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. Another thing, can you try out the lowering and raising platforms, the like elevator things?
Yep.
Can you start them in both the up and down position?
Let me check. I haven't looked at that in a while. Oh.
Yeah, I was having an issue with that the other day. They wouldn't start yet.
Okay. Hmm. Oh, I know what that is. I fixed the same bug in something else. The gears, actually. No, it's gears? No, doors? I can't remember. But yeah, I know what's causing it.
Oh, okay.
Because basically, what it was is... So I put in that fix so that you can't loop the gear. Or, so you can't loop the platform.
Oh, so it doesn't constantly raise?
Yeah. And basically the way I'm doing that is I'm checking to make sure that its current state and the one you're setting it to is not, like, it's within a certain percentage threshold. And if it goes from 0 to 1, then I'm like, no, this isn't valid. And so it's doing that now. And I fixed it in something else where it's basically like I add in an extra bool that's like, oh, you're initializing this, so ignore that. So I just need to update that. Or yeah, I just need to call the right function and it'll fix it.
Yeah.
Actually, let's do that
Time
live.
for some live coding.
Oh yeah, baby.
Ooh.
All right, so let's get puzzle-driven platform and yeah, so initializing. So I did fix it on here, but on the proxy, I will have to update. I think, where do I do that? On construction, yeah, so I set it to initializing, I set the state, and then set it back to false. So all I need to do here is when I apply the alt state, I just need to set initializing to true. And then set it to false afterwards. I need to connect to source control. My Perforce password expired.
We're gonna hack your account. We can see it.
I can't see
I've
my
seen
password.
everything.
In fact, I don't even know my password.
Yeah.
I use password manager, so it's just gibberish. Alright. Okay. Let's go play. And that should fix it. Somebody's phone just rang?
It wasn't me.
But yeah, so this, the loading screens like that is localized text. I don't know how to set the font on that yet. I guess I can look it up and do it.
It might as well match, right? Oh, there you go. It's already fixed. I can see it.
Yep. Yep. There we go. Now I guess I can go back to building. So, yep. There we go.
Nice.
I just need to figure out gear reverse. Let's do this again. Let's just double check. Oh, now I can link. What the hell? Oh no, link doors is what it's saying. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this too. So, I believe that setting will be on the step switch. And there's basically a big list of everything it's allowed to affect. There's gear, gear 2, and that one is called gear CC, as in counterclockwise, which is not in the list.
Oh, that's why then.
Yeah, there we go.
Fixed.
So that'll fix that. And let me check. So there's a few things. So proxy switch. That should have it as well. Nope. There we go. And what was the other thing? The torch. Hmm? Oh, you. Okay. I'm just debugging some stuff. There we go. All right.
I think I was wondering though about these doors. Is there would it be possible to have like a see-through door so you could see into the hallway, or is that something you kind of we would want to
Oh, well,
keep?
like when I say portcullis, like, yeah, you'd be able to see through it.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Unless, like, if it's something you don't want, like, I don't mind them being solid, but, like, given our perspective, it's like, if they're transparent or not, it doesn't really matter, because you can kind of see over them.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
And, like, yeah, and given the perspective, like, if you're in one room, you're not going to be able to really see what's in the next room and if the door is closed.
Yeah,
you can't really move the camera far enough, usually.
Wondered if there's, like, a gameplay reason, like something you'd put, like, a hidden... If you want to put, like, things behind a door, you know, like the Zelda Dark Souls thing, where you put a treasure chest right behind this gate that you can see past, and how do you open that gate? I want to get to that.
Yeah.
So you put it behind that you can or cannot see past?
You can.
No, you can see past it.
Oh, okay.
So
then
I want that.
So that way you could just open a door that just has a treasure chest behind the door.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to make like a mini room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, because I do that all over the place in the overworld, where, there'll be a door not dissimilar from this, and then just a little area behind it with a treasure chest, and you have to figure out how to open the door to get to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that lighting.
Nice.
Looks like reminds me of like Star Fox and like the bosses in that. That's the area you gotta shoot.
Yeah.
It's flashing red, yellow.
Hit that little box.
Like the Enterprise is going to war or whatever.
It's code code red? No, red alert.
Yellow alert.
Yellow alert.
Yeah.
Red alert. What was I gonna do? So fix that. How does that work? What was I gonna do? Oh right, yeah, I was gonna set up the fan because that's the buggy one for me. That's like every time I try to get this to work and show it. All right, so attach it to the gear. Set this thing to looping, and let's grab pressure plate. Nope. Pressure plate. Link that to gear. Oops. link. All right. There we go. I'm gonna turn it the other way. Oh, I gotta like. Oh, there we go. It's blowing. Got it the other way. Yeah, nice.
Things are working. It's blowing.
Yeah, this is exactly as designed, baby.
Nice.
Cool. Ah.
Now imagine it as a chubby cheeked bird blowing.
That its mouth opens and closes depending on whether or not you turned it on or off.
Yeah, I guess something like that. So the other projectiles still curve in it?
They should, yeah.
That's cool. I really like that.
Yeah. I'll get rid of some of this stuff so you can actually see. Like, yeah, something I want to do is set up like you have like one of these switches over here, like that. Actually, yeah, I can set it up so it's like, alright, so the only way to turn off this fan, hit that switch. Yeah, but you can't get there physically, so you gotta be like, what? See if I can. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. And it's this, it's the same problem that I ran into before where, oh, they're perfectly lined up so they don't actually blow in any specific, or they don't actually turn in any specific direction. There we go.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, no, there you go. Nice. Then yeah, I still haven't implemented that in any of the combats in the game yet. But yeah, I'll have to make a lower power one that doesn't like... Because I think the way I'd get it to work is basically... If I'm walking towards it, I basically stand perfectly still. Or maybe can gain a bit of ground. But
Okay,
it'll still
it's like
have
a
a simple... Yeah, because if it's that powerful, like there's no way you're gonna be able to have a fight in that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That would be a cool fight though, like a spinning fan on a gear in the middle that's like curving your projectiles as you're fighting.
Yeah, or yeah, I guess like if it was constantly turning and you were like trying to fight around it. Yeah, that could be pretty cool. Try that. So you're like, it's constantly blowing everybody, but you're like.
Yeah, and then you can walk through it or curve your stuff or...
Yeah, I guess you could be like, oh, what's that deleting? Hold on.
It blows enemies too, right?
Yep. Or I guess, actually, the ideal thing would be you just kind of stand next to it and throw your stuff downwind. So that way it's always
it
increasing
speeds it
the
up,
speed.
yeah.
Yeah, can you take a note for me to do like the lighter version of the wind?
Lighter version of wind?
Yeah, of the turbine. I don't know, should we... I don't know, I'll just make it look the same as the turbine, but I'll change the VFX so it's a bit lighter. And then we'll figure out what difference we want to do for the art is later. Nice. Time stop! Yeah, well, it's just after 10. I think that's as good a time as any to call it for the stream.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
Looking good. That UI stuff looks really good.
Thanks, man. Stop streaming.